Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. Aries, you are tuned in for the topic of let's see what's going on for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of February. I'm just going to be a little nosy, tap in through tarot, see what's the tea, check out what's going on in your finances, and see who is going to be a prominent figure for you in the first half of February, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you could, please go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, Aries, we're going to get up into this message. So I'm going to pull 10 cards from the tarot, and we're going to see what my Aries collective needs to know. Like I said, I'm going to be real nosy as it relates to the first half of February for you guys. And you let me know in the comments how it resonates. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Take what resonates and leave the rest, baby. I hope all is well with you guys. But otherwise, now that I done got through those housekeeping items, we're going to get up into this message, Aries. Let's see what's going on with my Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'll pull 10 cards from this tarot for my Aries. Let's see what's going on. And we are in Aquarius season, so it's only right I use the Aquarius tarot for this read. That's what I'm using, this Aquarius tarot deck. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on with my Aries. What y'all need to know. Oh no. Oh man. Please hold, Aries. I gotta get the lock screen set up right, or we will be in a pickle. My apologies. Let's see. Two more cards, please, for my Aries. What we got going on? So as it relates to the first half of February, what do my Aries need to know? What's going on, generally speaking? These 10 cards from the tarot are giving up a few messages. But with this Seven of Swords being here with this Ace of Wands, the first message that I received, Aries, was, if you are working on something or have a big idea, a new idea, something innovative, you're being advised to keep that to yourself. Do not share out too much information as it relates to this thing, this creative project, because I'm picking up on someone who may steal your idea. You may not have the financial means to bring this thing to life, but it's a great, amazing idea. But someone else hears it and they do have the financial means, but they don't have your level of creativity, Aries. So you're being advised with this Seven of Swords and this Ace of Wands to keep quiet as it relates to a new idea, a new approach to a problem. I'm really picking up on you being an inventor and you solving a problem for the world, a very simple problem at that, Aries, in a very significant way. So that's for a small few of you. I'm also seeing where there's an Aries collective who wants to be alone. You know, you are part of a family unit, but you want to rebel or isolate or remove yourself to some degree, partially, Aries, from this unit. Only partially. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Or somebody is wanting to do this with you and you ain't having it. You're like, I knock all this shit over. I will knock all of this shit over. Or someone is approaching that with you like it's either you is or you ain't in. There's no gray area. There's no gray lines. You either with me or you're not. And somebody is wanting to play the middle as it relates to a relationship, interaction, partnership. And I'm picking up a calculated risk here. It's you'll give your money, you'll give your energy, you may give a physical thing, but you're not willing to give all of you in a certain way, or someone's not willing to give all of themselves in a certain way that you may desire, Aries, that is causing some conflict, friction, disconnect, feeling unheard, feeling like, you know what, I might as well just keep it to myself because they're not going to listen anyway. You know, suffering in silence to some degree, even smiling and acting as if everything is all right, but it's not really all right, Aries. So you have these big plans and desires and things that you want to do, but you also have people around you who you feel are not contributing. You're not getting something out of it the way that you really feel like you should. So let's see what's going on with the characters around you, Aries, since your spread is heavy on the, you know, you're a part of a unit, you're a part of a network, you're a part of a group, but you feel lonely for some reason in this group is what I'm picking up on, Aries. Like, you know, I'm giving my money, my time, my energy to this, but I'm not feeling rewarded, fulfilled. I want something more is what I'm picking up on. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's like, I want something else. I want more. This is not it. I'm picking up on the Aries that might be bored. And they know just as well as even the people around them that when they get bored, this Aries get bored, that's not a good thing for whatever reason. Take it how it applies, you know. So let's see what's going on with the characters, the people, the folks, the friends, the support group around you, Aries. Sun, Moon, rising in Venus. You got this Tower here too, Aries. You know, there could be a major disruption in a family that you feel inconvenienced because you are the person to secure the funds to get the lawyer, to come to the aid of someone who needs you. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. One more card, please, for my Aries. All right, so you got the magician twice here, Aries. But we gonna back it on up. You see that lawyer, an animal, shaman, that spiritual guidance, support, assistance, alongside earthly issues with lawyer being here. Because a lawyer is an earthly supportive vehicle, measure that we take to help defend us, protect us, and go forth and represent us. Animal shaman is someone who represents us in the spiritual realm. So I'm picking up on an Aries who may need to or is seen as both, who has that flex and that ability to go between the two, because the magician is the conduit between the spirit world and this earthly plane. They use the tools of this earthly plane to communicate, manifest, bring forth, channel in, generate things around them, and call into their reality. They use the sword, which is represented by intellect. They use the cup, which is the heart, the emotions, knowing when to lean in, playing on someone's emotional heartstrings, pulling, tugging. They use the coin, pulling out the purse to bypass, cut corners if need be. And these are not all bad things. You know what I mean? This is the way to work a plan. This is a strategy, right? Finalized by that wand, that creativity, that ingenuity that we talked about, that I said, keep quiet, right? And with Butcher being here, having that ruthless decisiveness about you, Aries, and understanding that if you won't be the one to run the plays, say hello to the bad guy. Sometimes you got to show up as that person and let people believe what they will about you if you know that the road and where you're headed is great, grand, and has a purpose, right? So with this tower being here, there may be a clearing of something. There may be a requirement to bring in law enforcement or a lawyer or someone who has a specialty outside of your skill, Aries, to help bring forth change or a win for you and or a family member. And that may be causing you some annoyance, but I'm sure your family, friends, whoever, are thankful that they have you, you know? So I will add, and this is not necessarily from the tarot, but my own recommendation to my collective, make sure you have this type of get up and go and intuitive sense to act for yourself. Reserve something for yourself, Aries, to ensure that you don't carry resentment. You're not asked out when the time comes if you know you should need help and you don't necessarily get back the help that you put out. So be aware of that. Be conscious of that aspect of life to Aries. But we're going to move on to your career and finance. Let's see what's going on with the career and finances for my Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. Rags to riches. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I just got. So I'm picking up on an Aries collective who have got it from the mud. They have went from next to nothing or nothing to quite a bit of something, you know. And I say next to nothing because sometimes we think we didn't have much when we had more than enough, you know. So let's see what's up with my Aries finances, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ten cards, please, for my Aries. I don't do cards that fall on the floor, Aries, but it's a pretty interesting message. We're going to get up into it, though. And just a few. One more card for my Aries, and there it is. All right, Aries. So this is there are quite a few messages here for you guys. With roll the dice, long term, star power, that those three, that is for my Aries that I picked up on, who I said had an innovative idea, a creative idea that they should keep to themselves. It's worth the amount of time, effort, energy that you would put into it. Whether it be working a 9 to 5 by day, coming home, taking care of the kids, putting them to bed, and then spending nights on the computer, doing research, establishing your LLC, getting the framework of a business together, just burning the candle at both ends of the stick. These three are indicating it will be worth it, Aries, because you're going to be led down a path where you may not know how you're going to get the financial means to stand up this creative idea, whether it be a business, I'm hearing patent, securing a patent for a brand new thing that has never been invented before. You're going to be taken on a journey where your purpose in this life is so pronounced that you're going to look back and be like, little old me, I never thought that I would be a part of history in this way. I'll just say it like that, Aries. You're going to have an imprint, an impact in history in such a way it's going to be a ripple, a small ripple, but it's something to be proud of, right? And once you do that, there's going to be a rinse and repeat of your life, right? That chapter is going to close. You're going to move on to something else and become wealthy, knowledgeable, experienced, well-developed in another area of your life that just explodes and takes off in such a way. So you're also being advised to put in some spiritual work. Spiritual work being meditating, praying, building an altar, going and congregating of like mind about a benevolence or a give back event that you could put together amongst friends. Feeding the homeless, getting coats for people who may be out on the streets, or for children who may not have a coat at school. I'm picking up on that type of charity, benevolence, give back to the community work. This is seen as spiritual work, Aries, that I'm really picking up. You guys connect and know how to pull together the community resources, people that can really make an event like that explode, pop, and have a major impact. It's something I'm feeling you guys are passionate about. And with that level of passion, it takes and catches fire and becomes like a big forest fire. It has sparks. It catches wind and boom, just like that. Now you have your second major, what do I want to call it? Accomplishment, achievement, thing to be known for in your life. While also, for some of you, having a partner, a long-term relationship that is a business partner that helps you recognize and balance your life in such a way that you're able to bob and weave in between these two spaces. Like I said, of you having to burn that candle at both ends of the stick. You might have a partner that's really holding you down through this journey, Aries. And don't discount that. Don't take that for granted. So that's another message that's coming through for my Aries collective. But we about to see what the T is for my Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And you, if you haven't done so already, could you please go ahead and smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe? Your girl would greatly appreciate it. But let's see what is the T on my Aries. This is the part of the read for my cross watchers. Those people cross watching, snooping, lurking, creeping, stalking them Aries. What's the T on my Aries? Let's see what we got going on. Let's get nosy. Now, I know I done talked about a creative plan that you guys may be pondering, considering. It might have even come to you in your dreams. So let's see what's the T for my Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Somebody lurking, looking. This is Aries energy all day. Too busy winning, forcer, aggressive, pushy energy. Aries, even when they not trying, are assertive. I don't want to say aggressive because that has a negative connotation to it. But they are very assertive people, even when they're not trying. People that waste time or waste their time. All right, Aries, let's see. So, as it relates to the T on my Aries, there's a couple of different things going on with you guys. Busy, 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 my Aries are. So, while my Aries are doing a thing, somebody creeping, watching, wasting their time looking at what you doing, Aries, hating on what happiness you have. Because again, while I was channeling, shuffling, I was very conscious not to use like negative connotation around my Aries collective, not the shadow side or characteristics of the Aries, because somebody wants Aries to be painted in that way, as a hater or aggressive or doing too much. Yeah, somebody doesn't agree with how my Aries operate. I'm gonna just say it that way. They watch how you move, and from my Aries perspective, they don't even see it. They don't even see it. Nope, they don't even see it. But somebody is addicted to looking you up, watching you, and with thief being here, I don't sense that anyone's taking anything from you. I feel like somebody is just wasting their time, like hating on my Aries, and my Aries not even interested. They're not even aware. She walking away and he watching her. She's probably in her phone, just taking a nice stroll in the park, to get some air. And he's sad in his feelings. Aries unaware. But somebody is watching, clocking, creeping my Aries. And they wasting a lot of time. Yeah, and they need to mind the business that pays them. Yeah. Well, there's that, Aries. Amen. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. But that is your message for the first half of February. And until next time, I hope that this helps. Peace.